Okay, so as we do with all videos surrounding this nature, these allegations, they're just that. They're allegations. We don't know if there's truth to this, we don't know what's going on here, although I will say this before we take a look at these, at this specific example. I have heard stuff before that kind of sounds like this. To my knowledge, I believe this is not the first time Pyrocynical has been accused of grooming. Not to say that the sheer number of accusations, if there are a lot, is indicative of whether they are true or not, but I am saying, I feel this when I read this, it sounded familiar, which is weird, because I don't know where I read that, but kind of rang a bell a little bit. Anyway, again, innocent till proven guilty. I see a lot of people on Twitter try to say that, you know, anybody who has questions over this specific story, oh, well, you're dismissing a very serious allegation. You're doubting it. Yeah, we should doubt stuff like this until it's proven true. That's just how it works. It doesn't work otherwise. Anyway, all those pre-warnings out of the way. Trigger warning: grooming. Pyrocynical groomed me, and I have screenshots to prove it. Okay, that's a very high claim right there. Let's see if these screenshots do in fact prove it. I've been sitting thinking about this shit non-stop, being angry, confused, and sad that I've had to accept this since I was 15, but I never said anything because I felt powerless. Now these DMs we're about to take a look at, they're going to date back to March of 2017. So, just to provide context here. What he sent ranged from drawn NSFW to fetishy YouTube videos, and he'd asked me to compile shit for him using tags that he liked on certain websites. At 15, I obviously did it because he's fucking Pyrocynical. I was just happy to be talking to him, and I was trying to continue that. I have Discord screenshots going back 4 years proving all of this, and I don't know if I should post them on here, but I may either way. I'm done sitting here being quiet about it when I know mad people went through the same shit, but are extremely traumatized and scared of talking about it. So, right off the bat, this person, you know, does say that other people have gone through the exact same stuff. Many people have. And I've even seen people on my timeline say that they know this Ivory person who's, you know, tweeting this, and they can vouch that this person has nothing to gain from this story, and that they're completely honest. Now, that doesn't say anything. That's just one person saying, hey, yeah, this guy, you know, he has nothing to gain. He's a good person. And he may be. Alright? He may be. The problem here is that that's not proof, you know? None of this stuff is proof. Even the screenshots that this person finally decided to dump, these are not proof of anything either. They're just, they're pretty interesting, mind you. I think the most egregious stuff here is, thankfully, censored. I mean, there is some stuff uncensored, you know, like personas and stuff like that. There's whatever the hell this is, and, you know, some stuff down here, which looks just nasty. But in these screenshots, it is literally just them, first off, the account is a deleted account, which is very sus, alright? Now, I can see, you know, this 3 years ago, he probably deleted his account, made a new one or something like that, or just left Discord altogether. Still, though, deleted user, interesting. Very interesting. This person says, well, how do I even read these? Like, I mean, you can read them for yourself. I'll link it. Here he is dropping the N-word and stuff like that. They're sharing arts and stuff like that. Pyrocynical says some stuff like, TBH, I'd pick you up, hug you while rubbing you against my huge sweaty moves, and kiss your cheeks and tell you how much I loved you, and then kiss you on the lips and let out a hard, long belch into your mouth. It's just, like, disgusting stuff. And I know I'm gonna get demonetized from this, but luckily I don't care about getting ads on YouTube. I'm more funded by the super chat, if anything. There's other stuff in here. Some of the information here is redacted. He says my ass and back would be dripping in sweat. Got the thick of my dragon, by the way. My gut would just crush you. Here he says, just what Alex was telling me today about Keem. It reminded me of all the roleplay stuff I used to do last year. There's like so many fucking people I did it with, it's unreal. I don't even remember who and how many, it's that bad. If any of them suddenly don't like my content or for whatever reason, they can just out me and everyone else will start coming forward. All it takes is one person and it's a chain reaction. I was contemplating deleting my Discord and making a new one, but I don't think that deletes all the messages, so it's still there. I don't ever ask for nudes or anything that, like that. It was just furry shit, but yeah, it happened and it's just a ticking time bomb. Every morning I wake up with anxiety and check my phone waiting for somebody to message me saying, yo, have you seen what Keem tweeted? It's gonna happen one day, and I feel fucking helpless. That's why I'm so quiet on calls and stuff. I'm always just fucking thinking about it all the time. It takes up such a large part of my life. It's unreal. Unless I'm in the best mood possible, I'm always thinking about it. Please don't share the message or anything. I haven't and can't tell anyone except you. This is very interesting right here. Again, this is not proof that this is even Pyro writing this. Of course, we don't even know the age of the person here. I mean, they claim that they were 15 at the time, but we don't know that they were 15 at the time, obviously. This is very fascinating. And this was sent several months after the first set of DMs. This was sent in January of 2018. There's more stuff down here where they're showing art way back in 2017. It appears these images are a little out of order. And then the proof that this person uses is that they I guess made like a little edit of Pyro or something, like a fan cam or something. They sent it to Pyro, and then Pyro wrote back, "Bastard, I put that at the end of my new video." And that was sent on March 19th, 2017, and you can see March 18th, that was in the video. Again, we don't know if this was inspect elemented or anything like that. I mean, it's very, look, alright, when you're making an allegation, and you have screenshots to back you up, we now know today, screenshots mean almost nothing. Even videos can easily be made where they make the most convincing account on Instagram and start DMing all this weird stuff that are just, it take 20 minutes to put together. We saw this happen with the Elucid situation. We saw this happen with Slaza, although if I recall correctly, I believe that the DMs with Slaza were in fact real, at least the first batch. I mean, I'm sure fake DMs were created after that. The point is that we know that DMs can easily be made, so none of this is proof or anything. If this is crafted, I will say it's a very, very, very solid craft, very solid attempt to smear him. But I don't know that. I don't know one way or the other. I'm just talking about this, and if Pyro responds to us, I will make sure to cover that as well, just so we can have a follow-up to the story. But as of right now, look, here's the thing. This allegation is blowing the fuck up on Twitter right now. And Pyro's banned from Twitter. So it really puts him at a disadvantage, because the problem is that Pyro, he cannot make a new Twitter account and respond to this and debunk it on the platform that it's growing on. If he wants to respond to this allegation, he has to take it to his YouTube channel, which means he has to make all 4 or 5 million of his fans aware of this really nitty-gritty stuff, which obviously puts him at a disadvantage. So he's kind of in a tough spot. Unless he responds to this through another one of his friends' accounts, he's kind of screwed over, basically. So we're gonna see what happens. Obviously the reaction on Twitter it's been pretty interesting. To say the least. We can see right here, somebody wrote, or sent a Twitter video, to this person. Everyone's saying that this isn't believable. There is multiple accounts of Pyrocynical using minors to make weird fetish art on the internet already. Here's just one example that was posted back in 2019.
When I was in my freshman year of high school, I had a friend who was very, very good at art, and he would draw YouTubers all the time. And one time, Pyrocynical saw art that he did of him, so he DM'd him, telling him how good his art was, and we were all very excited about this. But then Pyrocynical started requesting more and more fat art of his character, and by fat, I mean extremely obese art of his character. And you know what? That's something that I hold near and dear to my heart.
Alright, I don't know what that was. What that was. This is not proof of anything. This is just someone's, testimony or whatever, that, when they were a freshman year, they were friends with an artist that Pyro reached out to. Theoretically, that artist could have been overage, just because she was in freshman year and she knew somebody doesn't mean that that person was automatically underage, So we have stuff like that. Keemstar is saying Keemstar is always right, which is, really jumping the gun, to say the least. I disavow. And then, of course, Nick Dior is taking the more careful approach to this, basically just pointing out, Power gets accused of this stuff a lot, has there ever been any confirmed allegations, so he's basically, just asking the questions, which is important, because you can't just eat this shit up. This is, serious, life-ruining allegations. And like I said before, if Power responds to this, which I think he probably will, I'm gonna be very curious to see his response, and I'll be the first to report it. Anyway, guys, y'all hear the music. My name's Augie. I'm gonna get out of here. that's just the latest on the Pyrocynical situation. Very curious to see what happens next. I will catch you guys all later, everyone.